Introducing your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Introducing your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good morning, Swirly Nation, and welcome to the Barons Arena here in Cleveland, Ohio, home to the Cleveland Barons, sponsored by a local bus company. For today's game in the 2-1-6 showcase, it's game number 2 for the Pens. It'll be CP Dynamo and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Starting lineups brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township. In net for the Penguins, 48, Sammy Burchett. On defense, 88, Danny Foster. 83, Luka Zacci. The wing, 61, Ryan Lorne. 26, yesterday's birthday boy, Finn Bowen. And at center, number 22, Landon Bloom. We are underway from Cleveland. CP Dynamo controls the opening faceoff, puts it in behind the Penguins net, where Zacci will pick it up and fire it over to Bowen. Bowen's play along the half wall, supported well by Zacci, kept in at the point by CP. They're able to dump it all the way to the opposite corner for Foster. He'll reverse to the opposite side to Zacci, now Bowen. Bowen's next attempt to get out of the zone is successful, and he's able to get it the whole way to Bloom, who goes across with a pass, and we're going to get an offside call. do the best to bring it to you folks. I know that the reception here is choppy. So if you stick with us, I know you'll catch parts of the game. We will upload, just like yesterday, we'll upload the whole game for you to see at the end of this if you're unable to catch it live. If you're hearing me right now, though, make sure you click on subscribe. Click subscribe below. Subscribe to Cinnamon Swirl TV. We love each and every one of you, and we appreciate your support. Also, simultaneous casting, we've got that 2010 Pens Elite taking on the Chicago Fury from Cranberry Township. And we'll check in on that game every once in a while. It's currently a 0-0 tie with the Penguins on a power play. Puck popped free for the Penguins, and Brady Parrish with a nice opportunity there. But back to our game at CP Dynamo up the outside, sending one across all the way into the Pens end to be tracked down by Dino Foligno. Foligno carrying behind Brushett. And out to center where he lofts one cross ice. It's off of a Lure stick into the offensive zone, but it's counterattacked immediately by Dynamo. Chopping at it was Foligno. Getting control in the defensive end was Dixon. He's able to work it up to Bloom. Bloom tries to the outside for Lure again. Lure will get there and pop it in behind the cage. Bloom in on the forecheck, hunting the puck down in the corner, supported by Schweitzer. Back to the point it comes for a missile off of the new twig for Dixon. Dixon with a new stick. It needs maybe to be recalibrated, as that was a little bit to the right, so he'll get the calibration sights out and work on that one. Back to the point where he keeps it in and rims it behind, looking for Bloom. Another clearing attempt by Dynamo, cut off by Dixon. Puck sitting in front, shot by Bloom, rebound and a diving save, and a beauty by the Dynamo netminder. Cinnamon Swirl TV, subscribe below. You can also find us cinytv.com, cinytv.com. Vickers to take the draw. Popped in behind for Goldberg. Goldberg on the half wall, able to work it all the way up to Kumnik for a shot from the outside. The Penguins doing a good job working it low to high. The battle in front of the net. And it's brought on out to center by CP Dynamo, cut off by the stick of Kumnik. And it'll be Baru turning it towards the offensive zone, right-hand side. Down the half wall, cutting into the middle. Unable to get the pass through, cut off by the Dynamo defense. And they'll pop it back to the point where it's going to be kept, I think, by Kumnik. It's picked up by Vickers, carried out the center, and his pass is off of a skate. Now it'll be to Baru. Baru lofts it all the way across the ice, but it's picked up by CP Dynamo before Foster uses good body position to get control of the puck and carry it all the way into the Dynamo end, where he'll stop along the half wall, twisting and turning, creating a little bit of space. He gets free and finds Kumnik at the point. Kumnik will wind and fire right into the shin pad of a defender. He's able to break up the breakout and get it to Vickers, who sends it back into the CP end, where it'll be Goldberg on the forecheck. He's able to dislodge the puck to Lure. His cross-ice feed looking for Bowen is sent back out the center to be collected by Foligno in the Penguin zone. He'll go D to D. Dixon up to Lure. Lure to Goldberg. Goldberg with the Shuby flip, as they call it in the 2010 land, getting the dump and chase started for the Penguins. Dixon keeps it again. Pens are working it low to high quite a bit. All right, we're just bringing back to Colin. If I have to upload it, I will. Weaving through center is a CP forward who's knocked off the puck by Foster, picked up by Lowarchuk, who rims it around for Vickers. It takes an odd bounce over by the Zamboni door. Then it'll be picked up by Foster and carried to center. Dynamo backing up to the blue line. As Foster weaves in, cuts to the middle, he'll fire high glove side, rebound out front, waved at by Lewarchuk. He was unable to pop it past, and Dynamo clears out the center. Penguins have it in the Dynamo zone, trying to get up, in their own end, trying to get the breakout working. It will end up on the stick of Lewarchuk, who breaks free in the middle, shooting one, cross the other side, down low. Let's get the replay. Can we snag it? We will. You'll see this one live as the puck popped free to Lewarchuk. He was able to tap it by, and he just got the goalie moving from his left to the right and slid it by low to the left. Well, it would be low right side of the net. And the Penguins have made it 2-1. Another Penguin shot there. That one fought off by the Dynamo goaltender. Second period action here from Cleveland. 7:42 to play. Kumnik with it at the blue line, and he just pulls it out over, and it'll be an offside play. Face off to come outside of the Dynamo zone. Bloom trying to whack it forward. He will. He'll get control, pop it in behind the Dynamo defense, and track it to the all the way to the corner. Leaving it for Schweitzer, who has it knocked away, and Dynamo back out with a clear to center. That'll be picked up by Kumnik in his own end. Nice stop and kind of pull back, played it into the Dynamo forwards, and it'll be kept in. Shot towards the net, cut off by Foligno. It's up off the stick of Schweitzer and into the Dynamo zone. They'll try to bank it up the boards as well. A centering feed that just unable to get the whole way through to Bowen. A good back check there by a Dynamo forward to keep it out. It'll be Bloom along the boards, cutting in front, dislodging the puck, and Kumnik will pick it up in the Penguin zone. Kind of stopping in the corner, continuing to maintain good hard downward pressure with that bottom hand to keep control of that puck by Kumnik. As the puck bounces off the goalie right to a Dynamo forward who gains the Penn's end. Kumnik there again to defend. Bowen tries to wedge it up. Shot off the outside of the net from the top of the circles is gathered by Foligno. Sent up for Schweitzer. It'll be icing if it's far enough. And they wave it off. They wave off the ice. Penguins with a mid-line change here. It'll be Lewarchuk getting the puck, carrying it to the right wing side. Penguins with fresh legs as it's back to Zachi. His shot from outside. A nice kick save to the corner. Lewarchuk will win another battle. Centering pass. Vickers wasn't ready for it. He was kind of twisted the wrong way and wasn't looking at the puck at that exact moment and just goes right by. He'll leave it for Baru, who pops it back to the corner and chases it down, hopping over his stick, cutting to the back and fired to the point where Dixon will keep it, but it'll be tapped out the center and an offside play. Looks like the 2010s have tied things. Tapping to Foster. Foster gains the offensive zone, dumps it in. Vickers fell down, so it'll be Lewarchuk on the forward wing for CP, falls down. And a shot from Kumnik goes off the skate of Baru and tapped up high into the air. CP able to clear out the center. It's icing if it's far enough. It will not be. It'll be picked up by Kumnik. Oh, well, one guy called icing, one guy called no icing, and we're going to have a penalty. All right, it'll be Vickers, 2 for slashing. Well, a minute and a half for slashing, so the Pens are going to head to the penalty kill. They got a power play goal. Now they're going to have to kill a penalty with a 1-goal lead. Second period action. Penguins able to win the draw and clear the zone. CP will set up at their own blue line. Penguins with heavy pressure here. Lohr and and Bloom up on the forecheck. As CP comes back to center, it'll be a bit of a one-on-one play with Kumnik, who has good body position, gets the stick out in front, able to get control but unable to clear. Back on it is Bloom. Now Kumnik kept at the blue line a second time. Bloom without a twig. He scoops down and picks it up. Wrapped around by Foster for a shot to come that's blocked by Bloom. He'll battle along the boards. He has battled today. Finally cleared. No icing as it's off of a stick all the way to the CP zone. 40 seconds left on the Dynamo power play. Penguins Bowen breaking things up deep in the CP zone. Lohr able to jump off and get a change as Foster and Foligno are now on the back end. Tapped across to be picked up and tracked by Bowen. A shot from the outside, booted away by Foligno, but right to a Dynamo player to the corner. A battle go down in the corner. Foligno able to win that and swipe it away up to the blue line and cleared by Bowen. Bowen trying to wedge it back up the wall again. This time Foligno will go D to D. It's off of Foster and will have an offside play. Dino just came over the line. I don't know that they still had somebody in the zone there, to be honest. Face off outside of the Pen zones. Penguins still short-handed. Power play now, or penalty now over. Vickers steps on the ice, gets immediately in a battle. And Dynamo will come back to the Pens blue line where Dixon will work along the wall. Vickers able to cut in front, get control, knock down, taps it right to a Dynamo forward who shots off the side of the cage. Unable to be cleared by Zachi. Rebound popping around in front for Dynamo. Now Goldberg unable to clear the zone, but it's to the stick of Vickers who will carry things out the center. And he skates by Baru, who was free at the blue line for a shot from the outside that's gloved. So Penguins get the PK here in period 2. Penguins pop the puck to the corner in the Dynamo zone where they'll start a breakout up the left. Moving it cross ice, picked off by Dixon. He just blazes into the Dynamo zone, but Bloom is stepping as Dixon kind of held the puck behind him to protect it as he entered the zone. It threw the play offsides, 2:35 to play here in period 2. Face off outside of the CP zone. Tapped forward and controlled by Lohr as he cuts to the right-hand side. Tries to come out from behind. It'll be finally Bloom cutting to the middle. Knocked off of his stick back to the left corner. Bloom hits the deck. And Dynamo comes out the center. Banking one off the boards. Defended well by Dixon, but it's booted into the zone, and it's a 2-on-1. In around Zachi. He's able to keep it wide, though. A play to the point, tapped by Lohr, controlled by Zachi, and the Penguins will take the heat out of that hot kitchen. A clearing attempt by Dynamo, and it'll be put in on an offside play by Lohr. Bloom in the zone. Foster off the face-off at neutral ice, able to get it to the blue line. Baru will tap it forward. It's turned back the other way by Dynamo. A centering feed cut off by the back-checking Warchuk, who throws it back to the Dynamo end where they'll set things up. Banked heavy off the boards behind. It's to Foster at the point, a skipping puck. There's the rebound, and Johnny on the spot is George Luorchuk to tap it home for his second of the game. A heavy shot from Foster at the point, kind of skips in, goes off the pad of the Dynamo goaltender. And there is Luorchuk to tap it home. Give the Penguins a 3-1 lead here late in the second period with just over a minute to play. Now it's Baru hitting Goldberg right in the back. It's CP Dynamo trying to cut the lead back to 1. A big stop by Burchett. Puck cleared by Kumnik and carried out to the blue line. He'll carry it all the way to the Dynamo end into the bit of traffic as he winds through and rings one off the crossbar. A heavy shot there by the Pens defenseman on the rush. Dynamo able to work it back out to center where it's tapped past Goldberg, but gathered in, and he'll fire one cross ice to Baru. Baru has it just roll off of his stick, and back comes CP Dynamo up to the blue line. Over to the right-hand side, popped all the way to the corner. Pressure from Luorchuk. Luorchuk will battle along the boards. Supported well there. It was Kumnik and Goldberg. It'll be Goldberg digging it out as the clock ticks down inside of 5 seconds to play. Puck in the corner, and the potentially worst horn I've ever heard in hockey rink sounds to end the second period. And we're going to give you a little bit of a replay action here of the last Penguins goal. Hope you enjoy this. We are back live from Cleveland, Ohio. Penguins leading 3-1 here against CP Dynamo in the third period. 13 minutes of exciting hockey action left to go for you. Puck sent careening around behind. Dump to the corner. Dynamo gets control behind the net. And it'll be brought out by Dixon. Dixon with a great cross ice pass. The Lord taps it by the defender. He's in. Scooting around, firing one. It's off the side of the cage. Gathered back in and centered for Bloom. All the way back to the point for Dixon to fire it into the carnage in front of the net. Kept at the blue line again. This time it's Foligno deeper for Schweitzer looking for Bloom. But it's picked off and back come Dynamo. Lorzy on the back check as Dynamo tries to dump and chase. It'll be Dixon getting there. But taken from him by CP Dynamo, and they'll set things up in the corner. Popping it in behind the Penguins net. Pressured by Bloom, now Foligno. Foligno banking one off the wall to Schweitzer. Schweitzer will tap it back to Bloom. Bloom weaving through center with speed, cutting back to this side. Firing one down low that's booted to the outside by the Dynamo netminder. Picked up in the corner by Schweitzer, who will wrap it around looking for Goldberg. Goldberg, offensive zone, stopping, starting. Penguins changing forwards behind him, and Enzo Vickers joins the play with puck pressure. Up to the point and tap past Dixon, but right there's Lewarchuk and Vickers to break the play up. Vickers shooting one. It's up off the stick of a Dynamo player into the Penguins bench. But they'll say it's off the Penguin stick, so it'll be a D-zone draw coming up here for the Pens. Check in on the other Cinnamon's World game of the day. If you're over on that side, it's the 2010s in a 1-1 tie with the Chicago Fury. A goal by Luca Filiaggi in that one. 2 by Lewarchuk and 1 by Baru here, as it's Zachi centering feed, looking for Lewarchuk, streaking to the middle, and that was a high-end play right there. Vickers is down on the ice as we get a whistle. What a play as Zachi drove the outside and was able to center it. It went off Lewarchuk's stick and wide. And Enzo Vickers is down on the ice. Hopefully he's okay. He's being tended to by head coach Trevor Nelson. Trevor's joined on the bench today by assistant coach Rob Don't Call Me Lamborghini Ferrari, Grumpy Cat Brian Bloom, and Big Al Alex Kumnik. Remember, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe below. Also visit us, www.cinetv.com, the .com, cinetv.com. We're also on Twitter, the Insta, and Facebook. cinetv.com also gives you the opportunity to buy the crew a beer. Set up by Nick Paris. The link on the website for that. And I'm joined here today, cameraman working the angles for you, Dan Foster, producing this broadcast, Jeremy Evans, as well as doing play-by-play double duty. As Bowen able to get control, tap it up to Schweitzer, who goes indirect off the wall and chases things down. Schweitzer all the way to the left-hand corner of the Dynamo zone. Cutting behind the net where Bowen kind of taps and leaves it. Rimmed back around and past Foster all the way out to center, where Zachi will pick things up in his own end. 10:20 to play here in the third period. Penguins 3, CP Dynamo 1. Puck off the stick all the way into the Dynamo end, where it's rimmed around. Bowen will be the first one there. He tries to tap it further for Schweitzer, but it's turned back the other way by Dynamo. And a nice breakout pass out to center. Zachi with a one-on-one defense here. Shot in and blockered right off to the corner by Burchett. All the way out to center, where it's picked up in a D-to-D play. And an offside on the Dynamo dump into the Penguin zone. Faceoff will come all the way back out to center ice. Goldberg off the stick of Baru and cleared by Dynamo out the center. Swooping in to get control, but cut in front by Lewarchuk. It's up for Kumnik to go high off the glass all the way to Baru. He's got Goldberg. He'll send it across. Goldberg there to fire one. Rebound comes to Baru. His stuff attempt kept out by a full splitsy save there by the Dynamo goaltender. A great play by the Pens. Baru to get it into the middle. 2 excellent passing plays here in the third period. One by Zachi, one by Baru. two good, one went wide, the other one a good stop by Goldberg, by the goaltender, as Goldberg tries to feed it right back to Baru, doesn't get through, but it's all Penguins right now as Baru will loft one towards the cage. It'll be Lewarchuk getting there, playing it further for Goldberg. It comes the whole way through to Baru, who taps it off the side of the net, back out the center. Zachi defending as CP Dynamo gains the Penguins zone under 9 minutes in the third. 3-1 Pens lead. It'll be picked up by Dixon behind the net. The Penguins doing a good job with breakouts. This one's free to Bowen, who tries to send it all the way across to Schweitzer. Right there when I see Schweitzer kind of slash across instead of staying wide. Get on the same side of the ice as the puck right there. Schweitzer pinned to the boards, followed on by Bloom, but he gets it no further than the Dynamo point. Zachi behind the net now. He'll rim it around behind, picked up by Bowen. Bowen will try to go cross ice again to Schweitzer. He'll connect this time. A bit behind him, but he's able to turn around and get it all the way into the Dynamo end for Bloom. This is where the Penguins want to play right now, with a lead 200 feet away from their cage. As Bowen working hard. Dynamo clears it up the wall, but kept by Foster. He'll dump it back for the corner. That's swiped away. And back comes Dynamo. A dump and change for CP as they'll get it in behind the Penguins net for Dixon. Dixon cutting back up the middle. He'll shoot one across for Baru. Baru with some speed at center is able to dump it in, and the Penguins will get their change this time. Dynamo working it no further, and Dynamo will come back into the Penguins' end for a dump in. Gaining the zone and putting it in behind where Kubnik will get there, and he's able to work it right around to Lewarchuk, who has a beauty of a pass to hit Baru. Baru uses his body to protect, throws a one-handed backhander in on net that's kept out. The rebound also kept out as the puck is still back in front. Worked for as it's shot inside, and the puck is in the net. I think it'll be number 2, Enzo Vickers, with the goal in front. Oh, wait, maybe they're saying no goal. Puck is in the net. Penguins are celebrating. Yes, it is a goal. It's a goal. So the Penguins were able to force it back into the middle there. They had a couple good scoring chances on that, and they were able to kind of keep the puck in there in that danger zone, whacking away at it. And it'll put the Penguins up 4-1 here in the third. Kubnik gets control, banks it up off the boards, can't get it out, and following in comes Dynamo. Hander sent in on Burchett. He's able to stick it up high in the air. It's gathered by Foster back out the center for Lewarchuk. Lewarchuk will dump it into the corner, and the Pens will get a line change. Vickers in on the forecheck as Dynamo will run the breakout up the right wing side into the Penguin zone. A centering pass. Defended well by 3 Penguins, popping free to a wing on the outside whose shot skips wide of the Penguins' cage. It'll be Bowen up the left. Tries to dump it in, can't get it the whole way deep, and it'll be iced by CP Dynamo. And with 5:51 to play in the third, we'll have an offensive zone draw. Penguins will deploy Bloom, Lohr, Bowen, Dixon, and Foligno. Face-off won by Dynamo. Rimmed around behind where it'll be picked up by Lohr, and he'll battle in the corner now. 2 players go down. gathers it and loses it, and it'll be back out the center where the Penguins will regroup. Over to Dixon. Dixon has it swiped away, and back comes CP Dynamo. A shot from the point blocked by his own teammate. Bowen will try to chase it down. CP able to get to it in their own end and work it back out the center. Banked off the boards. It'll be Dixon, now Bloom. Bloom cutting to the middle. Got Lohr to the outside. He'll try for him. It's off a stick, but right to Lohr, who winds and fires, and he catches iron. 2 posts right in the third period by the Pens. As it's sent all the way back to the Pens end where Foligno will get there. He's under immediate pressure and actually loses the puck for a moment. A centering pass is taken by Dixon and cleared all the way to center. He'll carry it the whole way into the Dynamo zone, looking for a centering feed for Bloom. That's intercepted, and back comes Dynamo as the Pens were able to get a line change. It'll be fresh legs of Grayson Baru swooping into the offensive zone, weaving between 2 defenders and snapping one off on the glove hand side. Hopefully you finished the first one because you're headed back to the fridge. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Grab an ice. Cold Baru with his second of the game. Did I get any of it? I got you the celebration, I think. None of the replay of the goal. Just celebration, folks. As the Penguins take a 5-1 lead. Face-off won by Dynamo. They'll gain the Penguins' end and shoot it in. Brush it. Sends it off the paddle to the corner. Picked up by Dynamo there. Defended by Zachi. He'll get it up to Baru, who finds Vickers. Vickers weaving into the offensive zone. Has it knocked off of his stick. The clearing attempt cut off by Baru. Set in on net, and it's tapped out to the outside. Rimmed up. Banked out the center. Picked up by Dynamo on the right. Cutting to the inside. They've got space here. Shooting one that off a body to just to the side of the net where it'll be covered by Burchett. And we'll get a whistle. 3:40 to play. And the Penguins have a 5-1 advantage.